Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. It's Miss Abear here, and I'm ready for another wonderful lesson with you today. So, we're going to go ahead and get ready to get started. So, excuse Miss Abear's messy hair today. It's messy hair day at my house. So, before we get started, we need to make sure that everybody knows our special secret. So, boys and girls, are you ready? Did you know that you are a super hero? That's right. And superheroes have super powers. Excellent. So let's go ahead and do our superpower motto before we get started. So all you're going to need to do is point and repeat after me. Here we go. Let's find our first body part. Where's your brain? Right here. I control how I think. Good job. Find your mouth. I control what I say. Excellent. Now find your heart. I control how I feel. Wonderful. Let's do our last one. Put your hands up in the air. Wave them around like you care. I control what I do. Excellent. So today we have one of my favorite stories. And this is something I think is important for everybody to hear about. And some of my friends may have heard about this before, but that's okay. Because it's always good to hear about things you already know, because you may learn something new. So today we're going to be learning all about filling buckets. This story is called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And this is a book by McCloud and illustrated by David Messing. So let's get started. Have you filled a bucket today? A guide to daily happiness for kids. This is even good for grown-ups too. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. Boys and girls, what does that word invisible mean? Does invisible mean is something that you can see or something that you can't see? Something that you can't see. So an example of something that's invisible is the wind. So can you feel the wind when it blows? Yeah, but can you see it? No, but it's still there, just like this invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Every single person. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full or empty? Full. So how do you think you feel when the bucket is empty? And you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. So boys and girls, what do you think? Would you rather have a bucket that's full or empty? Full. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. So, if his bucket is full, how is he feeling? He feels good. He probably feels happy. Her bucket is empty. How do you think she feels? Probably sad or upset. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So how do you fill a bucket? What do you think, boys and girls? How do you fill a bucket? What do you think we have to do? Let's find out. You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things to make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. What is this little girl doing? She's giving that lady some flowers, huh? That's very kind. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do something, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. So look what's happening to her bucket. Yeah. Some of her good feelings and thoughts are coming out. A bully is a bucket dipper. Somebody who's mean on purpose. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that makes others feel bad. So if you do something on accident, so say you accidentally knock down your brother or sister's block tower, is that being a bucket dipper? No, because you weren't doing that on purpose. You weren't doing that to be mean or to make them feel bad. It was an accident. But if you go over and you push their blocks down on purpose to make them feel sad or because your heart's not feeling good, then that's being a bucket dipper. Many bucket dippers have empty buckets. They think they can fill their own bucket by digging into someone else's. But that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dig into someone else's. So when you're mean to someone, so say you knock over those blocks because you're mad, does that make your bucket get full or does it stay empty? It stays empty because you can't dig out of someone else's bucket. But I wonder if your bucket is empty, how you can refill it. Let's find out. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or digging into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why you love them. Your caring words will fill their buckets up. And when you fill their buckets up, do you think yours gets filled too? Absolutely, because you're using kind and nice words. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. And a smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas. So here's some things that you can actually practice while you're at home right now. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver, or maybe When the garbage man comes to pick up your trash and you see him maybe from your driveway, could you smile at him or give him a wave? Absolutely. He has a bucket. They have buckets too. You can invite the new kid at school to play with you. Well, I know we're not at school right now, but maybe you invite your brother or your sister or even your mom or dad to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could draw them a picture or even have mom or dad help you make a little video or take a picture and they could send it to your teacher, since I know we're not at school right now. And I bet that would help your teacher put a big smile on your teacher's face. When I get pictures and videos and messages from your mamas and daddies of you, it fills up my bucket. You could tell your grandpa or your grandma that you like to spend time with them. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, you can ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. So boys and girls, what are you going to do today to fill a bucket? I'll let you think for a minute, and then I'll talk about some ideas. You could help clear the table after breakfast or lunch or dinner. You could take care of your pet, like your cat or your dog or your fish, by petting on them or feeding them or taking them for a walk. You could play with your brother or your sister. You could tell your mom or dad, I love you. You could draw a special picture for somebody. There are all kinds of ideas, my boys and girls. All kinds. So I hope today that you are a bucket filler, not bucket dipper. Because a bucket filler is kind and nice, like you, my special superhero. All right, my boys and girls, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.